What's up, chat? Give me a minute here. We gonna get this cracking. Some of the guys on streaming. Alright, here we go. We about to get into it. As soon as this gets over to where we need it to be in the chat. But yeah, we on the top 10 strangest things. Top 10 strangest things found in the Amityville house. We about to get into this. Let's see what kind of strange ass things they done found in the Amityville house. Hope y'all dig it, man. Let's get to it.
Some houses are straight up haunted, and when tragedies arise there, the houses can become even more haunted. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and today we are counting down our list of the top 10 strangest things found in the Amityville house. Number 10. The tragedies. Ronald Defoe Jr. ended the lives of his father, mother, 2 brothers, and 2 sisters in their home located at 112 Ocean Avenue. Around 3 o'clock in the morning on November 13th, 1974, they all died. His siblings died by single shots, while the Defoe parents had each received 2 shots that ended their lives. Physical evidence suggests that Louise Defoe and her daughter Allison were awake at the time of their deaths, which is just sad.
See? He probably killed them. Oh, they was making fun of me. They make me do all of the work, and nobody ever helps me. Man, life can't be that bad, man, when you fucking off your family, dude. Like, come on, bro, really?
According to Suffolk County Police, the victims were all found lying face down in bed. Ronald was taken to the local police station for his own protection after suggesting to police officers at the scene of the crime that the deaths had been carried out by a mob hitman, Louis Finale. However, an interview at the station soon exposed serious inconsistencies in Ronald's version of events. The following day, he confessed to carrying out the deaths himself, and Louis, the alleged hitman, had an alibi proving he was out of state at the time of the crime. When confessing, Ronald told detectives, "Once I started, I just couldn't stop. It went so fast." He admitted that he had taken a bath and redressed, and detailed where he had discarded crucial evidence such as blood-stained clothes and the weapon he used before going to work as usual the next day. Number 9.
Wait, hold on. This motherfucker killed his whole family. Nigga took a bath, stayed in the house with the corpses of his dead family, and then went to work the next day like nothing even fucking happened. What the hell's wrong with people, bro? What type of man? They must have really did something messed up to that kid, man, for him to do some shit like that, boy. Or some people, some people just ain't wrapped too tight. I don't know, y'all, but let's get into number 9, man. Let's see what else they got, coming at us.
9. The voices. After Ronald Defoe Jr. admitted to the crimes and was arrested, he later claimed that there were voices in his head urging him to end his family's lives, and some believe to this day that he was indeed hearing evil spirits that resided within the house. Though Ronald's grisly crimes were all too real, is it possible that he was actually under the control of evil spirits that inhabited the house? His trial began on October.
See, that, something had to be wrong with that dude, man. I mean, that gotta be it. I mean, you move into these old ass houses, man, where shit done went awry, and then shit like that happened. Like, I don't know, man. Like, what was it? A couple days ago, I was walked out of my room, and I walked past one of my son's toys, and as I was coming out the door, it started going off. It's like a little truck, with the lights on it. It starts going off. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Somebody got to be touching that for it to move. But anyways, I walked back and forth past that toy, and it never went off. I just caught it right at the right time. Weird. I don't know. I think something bad went on in this house too, but yeah, let's get back to it.
14th, 1975, he and his defense lawyer, William Weber, mounted an affirmative defense of insanity, with Ronald claiming that he ended the lives of his family in self-defense because he heard their voices plotting against him. The insanity plea was supported by the psychiatrist for the defense, Daniel Schwartz. The jury that convicted him, though, didn't buy the insanity defense offered by his lawyer and found him guilty on all 6 counts of death. On December 4th, 1975, Judge Thomas Stark sentenced Ronald to 6 sentences of 25 years to life. Number 8,
pretty much
the Occult.
6 sentences of 25 years of life. Shit, that nigga just might as well don't ever even think about getting out, dude. You got 6. God damn, bro. 6 25-year to life sentences, bro. You're never gonna get out. You're never, even if you was eligible for parole, you would never be eligible for parole. 6 account, bro. Yeah, fuck that. You nigga might as well just. Yeah,
it's been said that the house wasn't haunted at all until the Lutz family moved in. Well, that's according to one of the family members. The father, George Lutz, was curious about paranormal activity and actively tried to summon spirits, but had a financial motivation to sell his story to the media due to the family's severe debt. He dabbled in the occult, as Charles, one of the sons, recalled seeing his stepfather's bookshelves lined with titles on Satanism and magic. And he even claimed he saw George move a spanner telekinetically in his garage before the family ever moved to Amityville. George's beliefs and practices triggered what was going on in the house, he said. It was like a magic trick gone bad that you couldn't shut off. He blames the evil presence on George and said that he opened a gateway to dark forces he couldn't control. Now this is definitely an interesting take, because if—
Wait. Is it that? See, bro? That. Yeah, you know, I kinda. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like messing with it, but I mean, if it's somebody that passed that I know, or you know, I took care of or whatever, you know, I try to reach them, and I got through with one person, man, and I did something. I told them to use my energy, boy, to come through. Oh man, they used my energy, some wicked, boy. I had to get up and go outside after that. I felt all lightheaded. Yeah, it was fucking weird, bro. I'll never do that again. Don't be playing with that shit. That's bad juju. Oh man, I'm doing good.
If you mess with supernatural stuff and you don't know what you're doing, you're putting yourself at risk.
We're just doing another reaction. I did one yesterday. And I picked my little man up from school here in a little bit, and then we're gonna come back and we probably most likely gonna get back on that RP. I just didn't want to do it as soon as I got back, because I know I was going to have to leave in like a couple hours after.
For anything. So was the house haunted before the Lutz family moved in, or are they the reason why it's haunted? Seems like something we'll never know, but it's an interesting point to consider. Number 7, the Red Room. In the Amityville house, there was a red room, which just sounds scary. It was a small red painted room around 4 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah, it sound like this Amityville house was fucked up, dude. Like, they summoned something, dude, that just went cuckoo, bruh. Man, you good? Ain't no problem, bro. You ain't gotta be sorry. You know what I mean? I'm always on. Server's awesome, bro. Server's doing great. Server is doing great. Not too bad. Gotta come slide in and fuck with us.
That George Lutz discovered behind shelving in the basement. The room was not mentioned in the building plans, and the Lutz's dog, Harry, refused to go near it, cowering in fear. Now, when a dog is scared of something and gets weird vibes, you better believe it. It was said that the Red Room was
y'all feeling these videos or what? Y'all tell me in the comments, man. Y'all want me to bring some more of these reactions and shit to the channel, man? I mean, some different content and shit.
Previous tenants insisted it was nothing more than a little area underneath a stairwell that the Defoe children sometimes stored their toys or used as storage. Today, though, it no longer exists since a subsequent owner had renovated the basement and constructed over it, but still very, very strange. Number 6. flies. For some reason, flies were a big thing in the Amityville house. Daniel Lutz said he started feeling uneasy about the Amityville house within 2 hours of moving in. Taking a box upstairs to their playroom, he found it swarming with flies. He swatted.
What the? Yeah, see, I would have had to move out of there. I definitely would have had to move out of there. My kid go up in their room and swarm of flies, bro. It's time to gizzo. That ain't nothing but death, dude. Death. If it flies there, flying around, and ain't no dog shit nowhere, nothing like that, that's death. Time to get the hell up out of there.
100, but after getting his mother, he discovered the flies had all gone away. That's when my confusion started, he said. Another time, the family claims hundreds of flies appeared in the sewing room, despite it being the dead of winter. Now, there may be some sort of explanation.
Hell no, there's no damn explanation. Not even in the goddamn dead of winter that it should be any flies flying around. I can understand during the summertime, especially if you live out in the country and you got animals, such as, chickens or, a pig or a horse. You get them big ass horse flies. But in the dead middle of winter, a shitload of flies flying, that I have never seen that. And I live somewhere where it's winter, dude. And I've been here for about a couple decades now, bro, over that. And I have never seen no flies during the winter time. That's bad juju. That's all I'm saying. That's bad juju. They better pack they shit and get the hell up out of there.
For this, the spiritual meaning of the fly in the Eastern world is mainly connected to death and evil. The Mesopotamian god of death, war, and plague, Nergal, was depicted in the form of a fly. Because he ruled the netherworld, Christians associated Nergal with a demonic presence. Throughout the Eastern world, flies are often seen as harbingers of death, bearers of pestilence, and companions of evil. It's even said if you see a single fly and smell sulfur, that the fly is actually a demon. Now, this makes complete sense in regard to what happened in that house. Number 5. Get Out. With strange things happening around the house, just to play it safe, George Lutz called in a priest to bless the place. The priest's name was Father Ralph Percarno, and according to George, the Lutz family was unpacking their stuff from a rental van when Father Percarno went inside the house by himself. The priest went into one of the upstairs bedroom, and that's where things got freaky. As he began sprinkling
Nah, it was just talking about regular old flies, bro.
holy water, he supposedly heard a deep, otherworldly voice that shouted, "Get out." Then he said he felt a slap in the face. Being a sensible man, he decided to follow orders and get out. Listen, when a demon tells you to get out, you listen. Now, before the priest left the house, he told George there was something strange about that particular room. When George said they planned on converting it into a sewing area, the priest replied, "That's good, as long as no one sleeps in there, that's fine." He never told them about the voice though, he kept that to himself. However, the priest didn't escape completely unscathed, as he supposedly received blisters on his hands, plus his car began acting like it was possessed, with the doors and wipers going haywire until the engine died. Number 4. Haunting. So the horrors in this house started right away. As soon as the Lutz family moved into the house, green ooze started seeping from the walls and black stains appeared on their toilets.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck did she say? Hold on, y'all. What the fuck she just saying?
So the horrors in this house started right away. As soon as the Lutz family moved into the house, green ooze started seeping from the walls and black stains appeared on their toilets.
See, green ooze coming from the walls and black ooze seeping from their toilet. I'm out, dude. I'm gone. I don't give a fuck about the market, dude. I am gone. I'm boarding that house up, bro. I'm done. I am not about to live in there. If that's what happened right off the rip when you moved into that house, bro, green shit oozing off the walls, toilet seats with black shit on it. Nah, bro, I'm ghost, bro. I'm fucking out of there. Yo, what's good, gang?
On one occasion, George heard a marching band in the living room, but when he went to investigate, he found all the furniture shoved to one side of the room. As for Kathy, she reported invisible hands hitting her and scratching her, and when she put a crucifix in the living room, the cross supposedly turned upside down and emitted a sour smell. George allegedly woke up every night around 3 a.m., about the same time as the Defoe deaths. Soon, George had stopped taking care of himself, and he spent a lot of his free time chopping wood, which he used to keep keep a fire going in the living room in an attempt to ward off chills.
See,
The
I'm
children
just
also
chilling,
started
gang.
acting
What's good,
strangely,
my
and
boy?
it said they began sleeping on their stomachs, which is how the Defoes were discovered by police. As time went on, the disturbances only escalated. Windows shattered, doors were torn from their hinges, and there was a lion. Okay, well, not a real lion, but I had to say it like that for dramatic effect.
Bro, how
George
the hell
claims he
gang
tripped
don't
over a
got
small lion sculpture in the living room,
How
and
my
when he
nigga don't
looked at
got a
his
wrench?
foot,
Hold
found
up,
bite
bro.
marks.
Tweaking.
Things got creepier still when George took the statue up to the second story, only later to find the lion had somehow made its way back downstairs. And of course, let's not forget Jody, Missy Lutz's imaginary friend, famously depicted in the 1979 movie. According to Missy, Jody was a demonic pig with glowing red eyes, and both George and Kathy reported seeing the spirit swine at different times. George even claimed to have found cloven prints in the snow. And all of that sounds absolutely terrifying. Number 3, investigation. In May of 1975, 5 months after the Lutz family left the home, Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are demonologists, investigated the home along with a news crew to document the findings. The Lutz family refused to re-enter the home during the investigation, though, because they were so scared. During the investigation, Ed was physically pushed to the floor while using some religious provocation in the basement, while Lorraine was also overwhelmed by the sense of a demonic presence and was plagued by her psychic impressions of the Defoe family's bodies laid along the floor covered in white sheets and a sense of physically being pushed back. While there, they also discovered that the land was found to be used by John Ketchum.
See, bro, it sound like to me when the first people that moved into that house and that green shit, I mean, well, it's the same family, the Amityville, but after them, it seemed like some other people, bro, that house should have been burned to the fucking ground, bro, or just condemned. Like, that house had, yeah, it
Ketchum
sounded
was
like
a
it had
practicing
nothing but
black
bad shit
magician
with
and
it.
had a cottage on the land prior to the construction of the house in 1924. John requested that his remains be buried on that property, and they remain there till this day, so maybe that's why the property is so haunted. The Shinnecock Indians also at one time had an enclosure on this land that was used to house the sick and the mad, and those in the enclosure were left to die. The Warrens believed the suffering there had left the property with
I
a
had
very
to give you a
negative
wrench,
energy
man. I
and
thought
dark
you been
history,
had one,
and
gang.
that such a negative history was a magnet for demonic spirits and the supernatural. They also believed these energies directly impacted the lives of both the Defoes and the Lutzes. And I'm gonna be honest, this makes a lot of sense. Number 2, the photo. While investigating Ed and Lorraine,
Bro, this house, bro, seemed like from the day it was built, dude, it just started having bad fucking juju. And people just kept moving in there. Bro, I would have burned that son bitch down to the ground, bro. That bitch would have been burned down to the ground or boarded up and not even, you know what I mean, not even lived in, not even sold to nobody. Yeah, that bitch would, them spirits would have just lived in there on their own. No cap.
had an infrared time-lapse camera pick up an image of a demonic boy standing at the bottom of the house's staircase. The picture wasn't made public until 3 years later when George Lutz appeared on the Merv Griffith Show in 1979. The photo, though, is creepy. Believers of the haunting think the picture is the ghost of the youngest Defoe son, John Matthew, who was 9 at the time of the deaths.
Oh, weird. That does look like that kid, but just in a ghost form. Fucking same eyes, nose, he is fucked up though now, bro.
Others believe it's a staged photo, but despite the controversy, this photo is one of the most frightening images from the Amityville horror. And coming in at number 1 is levitating. George Lutz recounted how on the last night the family spent in the house, his wife's face temporarily transformed into that of an old crone, and she later levitated off the bed. Kathy has even said she levitated, saw glowing red eyes, and began having nightmares about the crimes that took place in the house. She wasn't the only one who levitated, though, as Daniel, who shared a bedroom with his brother
They should make a movie about this.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd probably be a real good movie. I'm with you. I would pay to go and see it.
Daniel told the New York Post,
A whole
my
bunch
brother
of horror
and myself
shit
shared
for
a
sure.
levitation experience in our beds. We both woke up and our headboards and footboards were smashing each other.
They have one on the Amityville house? They got a movie on this? Where at? I ain't seen it. Maybe I haven't. Passed the fuck out.
And and banging off the ceiling. Mom said, "Go pack a bag, we're going to grandma's, we're getting out of here."
That would
have been my last straw too.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
that's
have
all
been
for
ghost.
our list of the top 10 strangest things found in the Amityville house. Do you think these hauntings were real or made up so some people can make a quick buck? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe while you're down there. I'm your host, Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Alright, y'all, should we go with another one? Should we keep going? I can find one more. It just ain't gonna be in the caption. It's just gonna be, the Amityville. But we can find another one. Hold up. Let's see what we can find here. Alright, this was 2 days ago.
From the icy reaches of the Yukon to the mist-shrouded forests of British Columbia, Canada holds a treasure trove of spine-tingling tales. These legends have been whispered among locals for generations, captivating their imaginations and leaving a lingering sense of dread. Be warned, once you step into the realm of darkness, you may never see Canada
like
the same way again. Here are the top 10 scary Canadian urban legends that are pure evil. Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have the Headless Ghost Miner. According to the legend, deep in the remote wilderness of Yukon, there once was a thriving mining town. In the late 1800s, tragedy struck when a miner lost his head in a horrific accident deep within the mine shaft. The incident left the town in shock, and the legend of the Headless Ghost Miner was born. Locals claim to this day the spirit of the miner roams the abandoned mining town, searching for his lost head. Witnesses report encountering a spectral figure dressed in tattered mining gear, carrying a flickering lantern. Despite the absence of a head, the ghostly miner emits blood-curdling screams that echo through the night. Those who have crossed paths with the Headless Ghost Miner speak of an overwhelming sense of dread and an intense feeling of being watched. Some claim to have witnessed the miner's lantern light flicker and heard his disembodied voice calling out for help. The legend has been passed down through generations, warning people to stay away from the haunted mining town after dark. Whether the legend is rooted in real tragedy or fueled by the imagination of storytellers, the tale of the Headless Ghost Miner continues to send shivers down the spines of those who venture into the desolate reaches of Yukon's wilderness. In our number 9 spot today, we have the ghost train of Stoney Trail. Located on the outskirts of Calgary in Alberta, Stoney Trail is a popular highway.
See, look, when I first bought my computer and started getting into this is what I was doing. But I stopped because when I would record on my shit, what was it? It was on OBS. When I would record on OBS, it would go to my wife's shit. But once I set all this up, and I figured out the other day how to get this shit to pop up, it's going straight to mine. So yeah, we about to be getting some more content going on, bro. For real. For reals, I really like doing these reaction videos, and I haven't watched these guys in a long time. All these videos that I'm watching now, like all this shit is new to me. I haven't watched Amazing Top 10 in a minute. It's some other shit that I haven't watched.
That encircles the city. According to the legend, late at night, a ghostly train can be seen and heard traveling alongside the highway, even though there are no train tracks in the vicinity. Witnesses claim that the apparition of an old-fashioned train, complete with smoke billowing from its stack and the sound of its whistle, appears out of nowhere and follows the path of Stoney Trail for a short distance before vanishing into thin air. Some even report feeling a chill in the air and a sense of unease when encountering the ghost train. There are various theories surrounding the origins of this paranormal phenomenon. One popular belief is that the ghostly train is a residual haunting, a recording of past events imprinting on the surrounding environment. According to local lore, a train derailed in the area decades ago, resulting in multiple fatalities. It is said that the spirits of the deceased continue to haunt the land, manifesting as the ghost train. Whether the sightings are the result of overactive imaginations, optical illusions, or actual paranormal paranormal activity, the legend of the ghost train of Stoney Trail continues to intrigue and captivate those who travel along the highway late at night, reminding them that the boundary between the living and the supernatural may not be as distinct as it seems. In our number 8
What do y'all think about that, man? Like, when shit like that happen, is it just... I mean, we know the train derailed and shit. We know the people is dead, but is it just like... that train conductor still after, you know what I mean, after he done passed away, still trying to do his job? But, you know? I don't know, that should be crazy.
Today we have the Gray Man. According to the legend, the Gray Man is a spectral figure that haunts the vast prairies and desolate stretches of land in Saskatchewan. The Gray Man is described as a tall and shadowy figure wearing a long, tattered coat and a wide-brimmed hat that obscures his face. He is often seen wandering aimlessly in remote areas, appearing and disappearing mysteriously. The legend suggests that encountering the Gray Man brings a profound sense of unease and foreboding to those who witness him. Locals and travelers claim to have seen the Gray Man in various locations across the province, particularly in isolated rural areas and near abandoned homesteads. Witnesses describe feeling an overwhelming sense of being watched or followed, and some have even reported hearing disembodied whispers or the sound of footsteps when there is no one around. The origins of the Gray Man legend are shrouded in mystery. Some speculate that he may be the ghost of a lost soul or a restless spirit bound to the land. Others believe that he serves as a warning or a harbinger of impending doom. The legend of the Gray Man adds a very eerie and supernatural element to Saskatchewan's expansive and secluded landscapes. It continues to intrigue and unsettle those who venture into the remote corners of the province, perpetuating the fascination with the unknown and the paranormal in Saskatchewan folklore.
See, man, with that shit, man, you gotta, I don't know, man, sometimes you gotta be in the right place at the right time. And sometimes you don't even have to. Shit, I seen some shit at work, though. I was like, what the fuck? I went to go investigate, and I looked in the room, or I seen something go in there, and fuck it, it wasn't nothing in there. But you know what I mean, the person that was supposed to been in that room, that's just crazy. I see a lot of stuff, and don't bother me though. I mean, I just go on about my business.
Whether the Gray Man is a figment of imagination or a genuine spectral entity, his legend continues to captivate the imagination of locals and visitors alike. In our number 7 spot today, we have the Wendigo. The Wendigo is a creature you may have heard of before.
Yeah, I heard of the Wendigo.
They are a creature deeply rooted in indigenous folklore and is said to roam the wilderness of Manitoba. According to legend, the Wendigo is a malevolent spirit or entity that takes the form of a gaunt and...
That's some Canadian shit right there, bro, the Wendigo. that dude was fucking... created over on that end, boy.
Emaciated creature. It is often depicted as towering in stature with sunken eyes, long limbs, and antler-like protrusions from its head. The Wendigo is said to be driven by insatiable hunger and an unquenchable desire for human flesh. The legend warns that those who venture into the remote forests of Manitoba may encounter the Wendigo. It is believed that the creature possesses humans, driving them to madness and human consumption. The Wendigo is said to embody the darkest aspects of human...
Man, look at that, bro. Y'all see that? Y'all see how that motherfucker look? What would y'all do, bro? Like, real shit. Real talk, bro. What in the hell would y'all do if y'all came across that, bro? Bro. I don't even think a gun would take that out, bro. Man, I'd probably piss my pants, bro. Look at that. That motherfucking thing looks fucking hideous, bro. Look at them long ass fingers and nails, bro. One swipe from that, shit, your whole torso done. Oh man, big ass scratch. Now I'm good.
Human greed and gluttony, and the origins of the Wendigo legend are deeply rooted in the folklore of the indigenous peoples of the region, particularly the Algonquin tribes. The story serves as a cautionary tale warning against the dangers of selfishness and the consequences of succumbing to one's primal desires. The legend of the Wendigo continues to captivate the imagination and instill fear in those who venture into the wilderness of Manitoba. In our number 6 spot today, we have the ghostly hitchhiker of Blue Ghost Tunnel. Located Located in Thurl,
I came across one of those before. I kept
Ontario,
going, though.
The Blue Ghost Tunnel is an abandoned railway tunnel with a reputation for being haunted. As the legend goes, the ghostly hitchhiker is said to be a young woman who tragically lost her life in the tunnel many years ago. According to the stories, the ghostly hitchhiker is often seen standing near the entrance of the tunnel, dressed in outdated clothing. She appears as a spectral figure, pale and ethereal, emitting an eerie blue glow, hence the name Blue Ghost Tunnel. Legend has it that the ghostly hitchhiker is known to wander the nearby roads, seemingly seeking a ride. Those who have encountered her claim that she vanishes without a trace once they approach or attempt to interact with her. The Blue Ghost Tunnel itself adds to the mystique surrounding this legend. It has a dark and eerie atmosphere with reports of strange sounds, apparitions, and an overall feeling of unease among those who venture inside. The legend has captivated the imaginations of locals and paranormal enthusiasts, drawing visitors to the tunnel in search of ghostly encounters and supernatural experiences. Whether it's a tale born from tragedy, folklore, or simply a product of people's vivid imaginations, the legend of the ghostly hitchhiker of Blue Ghost Tunnel adds an air of mystery and spookiness to Ontario's urban legends. In our number 5 spot today, we have the ghost ship of Northumberland Strait. According to legend, residents of Nova Scotia's Northumberland Strait have reported sightings of a mysterious phantom ship sailing the waters under the cover of night. The ship is said to be a spectral vessel glowing with an otherworldly light and surrounded by an eerie aura. The sightings often describe the ship as an old, weathered vessel with tattered sails billowing in the wind. Witnesses claim...
You hear a lot about ghost ships, but what would you expect, man? That's the water. They say a lot, you know what I mean? A lot of energy created through that, so, man, I can believe it. Whole bunch of ghost ships, pirate ships, fucking U.S. vessels, anything that then crashed on the water, you gonna see the ghost ship of that shit.
That the ship appears and disappears without a trace, leaving no sign of its presence or destination. The ghost ship of Northumberland Strait is believed to be a vessel lost at sea, doomed to wander the waters for eternity. Some versions of the legend suggest that the ship carries the restless spirits of sailors who perished in a tragic maritime accident. Local fishermen and sailors have shared chilling accounts of encountering the ghost ship, describing a bone-chilling silence and a very unsettling feeling of being watched as the phantom vessel passes by. In our number 4 spot today, we have the Ghost Bride of St. John. Legend has it that in the late 19th century, a young bride was preparing for her wedding day in St. John, New Brunswick. Tragically, on the day of her wedding, the bride's groom-to-be perished in a shipwreck off the treacherous Bay of Fundy. Heartbroken and devastated, the bride decided to take her own life by jumping off of a cliff into the turbulent waters below. Since then, locals claim to have witnessed this ghostly apparition of a veiled bride wandering near the cliffs overlooking the bay. She is said to appear in a flowing white wedding gown, her face hidden by a very sheer veil. Some have reported hearing her mournful cries or the faint sound of wedding bells carried by the wind. According to the legend, the ghost bride is forever trapped in a state of sorrow and longing, doomed to wander the cliffs in search of her lost love. Some believe that encountering the ghost bride is an omen of misfortune and impending tragedy. The story of the Ghost Bride of St. John's has become an enduring part of New Brunswick's folklore, captivating locals and visitors alike. In our number 3 spot today, we have Ogopogo. The legend of Ogopogo is one of the most famous urban legends in British Columbia, Canada, particularly centered around the Okanagan Lake in the interior of the province. Ogopogo is believed to be a serpentine lake monster resembling a giant sea serpent or a...
See, they got, man, in every region, kinda, bro, they got different fucking water serpents. The fuck, but they all look like the Loch Ness Monster, though. They just got different names. Fuck, that's crazy.
A prehistoric creature that inhabits the depths of the lake. According to indigenous legends, the
What the fuck is that, bro? That's a weird. If that's an actual fish, that thing look
People
weird,
have
bro.
long revered Ogopogo as a powerful water spirit or guardian of the lake. The name Ogopogo is derived from the Salish word meaning water demon. It is said to have a long body, dark greenish-brown scales, and a serpentine head, often described as resembling a cross between a snake and a dinosaur. Over the years, numerous eyewitness accounts and alleged sightings have added to the lore surrounding Ogopogo. Witnesses claim to have seen humps, a snake-like creature, or large disturbances in the water suggestive of a large unknown creature swimming beneath the surface. Some accounts even describe Ogopogo emerging partially from the water, resembling a massive serpent. The legend of Ogopogo has attracted enthusiasts, researchers, and skeptics alike. Various expeditions, sonar scans, and photographic investigations have been conducted in an attempt to capture evidence of the creature's existence. The legend continues to thrive through books, artwork, festivals, and the ongoing fascination with this mysterious lake monster. Whether Ogopogo is a mythical creature, a misidentification of known animals, or an actual remnant.
Look at that, dude. Like something that ain't supposed to be found. This one diver found it. Yeah, I think that's real. Yeah, I think that's something that they, you know what I mean, put down there to fake it. You know what I mean?
From a bygone era, the legend persists, adding a touch of mystery and wonder to the beautiful Okanagan region and its majestic lake. In our number 2 spot today, we have the haunting of Beaconsfield Historic House. Beaconsfield Historic House, located in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, is a Victorian mansion with a rich history. According to local tales, the house is haunted by the spirit of a former resident, a young woman named Lucy Maud Montgomery. Montgomery, renowned as the author of the famous novel Anne of Green Gables, is said to have had a deep connection with the house during her time there. Visitors and staff have reported strange occurrences within the house, including unexplained footsteps, doors opening and closing on their own.
Y'all, look at that. Look how I'm pretty damn sure that's a casket. Look how they shit look back then. Looks like just a big ass wicker basket with fucking 2 big ass belts fucking strapped around it. What the? Y'all see that, bro? Big ass wicker basket for a coffin with 2 big ass belts strapped around it.
And a sound of disembodied laughter echoing through the halls. Some have even claimed to catch glimpses of a ghostly figure resembling Montgomery herself. Many believe that Montgomery's lingering spirit continues to reside within Beaconsfield House, perhaps drawn by the memories and inspiration it holds. The ghostly tales surrounding this historic house have captivated locals and visitors alike, adding an eerie charm to its already compelling history. And finally, in our number 1 spot today, we have the Devil's Footprints. Story goes that one winter,
the Devil's Footprint. This is gonna be an interesting one. What's up with everybody finding the fucking gates to hell, and now we got the Devil's Footprint?
Night, a small coastal community in Newfoundland and Labrador woke up to find a peculiar
Newfoundland? Where in the hell? I ain't never even heard of that. What the fuck did she just say? Newfoundland what?
Coastal community in Newfoundland and Labrador woke up to find a peculiar set of footprints in the freshly fallen snow. The footprints were incredibly large and hoof-like in shape, leaving the villagers perplexed and fearful. The tracks stretched across rooftops, gardens, and even crossed over bodies of water, defying the laws of nature. Terrified, the townspeople believed that the tracks were the work of the devil himself. They believed that the devil had come to their village to wreak havoc and spread fear among them. Some claimed to have heard eerie laughter in the distance or witnessed strange lights in the sky, accompanying the appearance of the footprints. As word spread, similar sightings of the devil's footprints were reported in neighboring communities, intensifying the fear and intrigue surrounding the legend. Many attempted to follow the tracks, but they always seemed to vanish mysteriously, leaving no trace behind. To this day, the legend of the devil's footprints remains a chilling mystery in the province. Some attribute the phenomenon to natural causes like unusual weather patterns or hoaxes, while others believe it to be the work of supernatural forces. Regardless of its origins, the legend continues to captivate the imaginations of locals and visitors alike, reminding them of the mysterious and otherworldly aspects of the region's folklore. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I will see you again soon, I'm
Bye.
sure. Bye! Okay. All right. Canadian urban legend.
All right, y'all. Man, we'll probably have another one of these again here today or tomorrow. Who knows? I know after I get back though, I'm gonna get myself on you know, I'm gonna get myself on back on 5M. So probably after our stream, we'll probably get another one of these. Y'all, thanks for sliding in, man. Like, commenting. I mean, I appreciate it. I catch